Hey, what's up, people? How's it going now? Hi, the other day when I went to the Forbidden Planet, comic book store, at least it used to be. Now it's got like one little rack in the back. It's like maybe 10, 15 feet long, and that's it. Maybe 4 or 5 feet tall. Yeah, I mean, they got all the popular comic books that come in. But when I came out of there, I noticed they had a van outside. It had nothing to do with the store or anything, but this was like a pop-up gallery. And the guy would have little jewelry, and T-shirts, and canvases and stuff that he painted in like a van. And he pulls up on Broadway, and he opens it up. That got me thinking that I could do that on like a side street. Like I was saying, I wanted to do meet and greets in the street, like pick a corner and a date. Everyone could come out. I could sign their black books and stuff like that. They could buy T-shirts off me, stickers, labels, stuff like that. And being D3 already has a spot up on 83rd Street and 5th Avenue. He sells art outside the Metropolitan Museum. You guys could get T-shirts over there too. There's T-shirts I do. They're there also. But I'm thinking about maybe one day, every month or something. Definitely in the summer, I'm going to do it. I try to think about how to do it. And I've had a few questions about the T-shirts that I've been selling, and once again, it's not silk screened on there. It's got imperfections in it because it's me just doing the tag on it. And no two T-shirts are exactly alike. So it's kind of like an RD tag on a piece of cloth. But yo, I've been rocking one for 4 years now. I've been putting it through the laundry to wash and everything, and it's been working perfectly fine. I did that for like 2 years before I even started to talk about it. I think I painted it on video, maybe on my Patreon. I don't remember, or it's on here somewhere. I look back, and I said, "Yeah, I did these shirts, and they seem to be working." And blah 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 blah. And I'm not going to sell them yet because a lot of people were asking, "Oh, I'd like to purchase." Well, let me wash them a few times. Let me see how they hold up through general wear and tear, like an FDA approval type shit. So yeah, I rocked it for a couple of years, and I said, "All right, these shirts are holding up good." Matter of fact, the more you wash these shirts, the better they wind up looking. Yeah, like an old school, like frat college T-shirt or something like that, or like an old rock and roll shirt or something. A vintage. It comes across that way the more you wash it, but it really does glow in the dark, straight on through. Like 4 or 5 years later, it still glows in the dark. I have a Punisher shirt too that was, a Marvel Comics. It was released by Marvel Comics that glows in the dark too. The ones I used to do the RD on the Punisher skull. I wanted them forever too. 11, 12 years. And that actually still has the RD tag on the skull. Still glows in the dark and everything. The skull itself got a little chapped up and all, but that looks cool. Like a Punisher shirt when it gets all chapped up and a little fucked up and stuff. But these things, they don't really get fucked up at all, man. You could run them through the wash and this and that. And even if it does, a little piece flake off here and there, which I haven't really noticed it at all. It might have chapped up a little bit where it's thick, but other than that, yeah, it's banging. Like nothing's peeled off or anything. But the first wash, you'll get rid of a little fuzzy stuff that might be along the sides of it. I think it looks better the more you wash the shirt. It gets more like this, kind of worn down. The neck gets a little stretched out and looks kind of more everyday-ish. I don't know the term to use, but it's almost like when people cut holes in their good jeans. Check out the process. Here, this is how I do them from beginning to end. I believe I'm working on a small size shirt and a 3X shirt, so you can see how I do it. And I do glow in the dark fabric paint. I use fabric paint. It moves better like this than like acrylic paint. You use acrylic paint and you do stuff like this, then it'll chap and crack and fall off a lot sooner. Or it's just thicker too on the body. It's heavy. It doesn't feel good when you use just straight up acrylic. So I do use fabric paint, and this is the brand I've been using. I got like 8 more tubes, but not this brand. Actually, yeah, they are tulip, but they're in long bottles instead of this type. But that shit works good. It's like a scum color. It's clear, like a transparent, translucent, like skim milk. is what it looks like. So, no, without any further ado, check it out. I forgot to mention that you could message me if you're interested in purchasing this shirt. I have all sizes available, from small all the way up to 3X. I could get larger sizes too. Just gotta inquire in the messages at what the fuck is it again? The RD357 Graffiti Show at gmail.com. I repeat, the RD357 Graffiti Show at gmail.com. And I will be opening up my little store eventually on my Buy Me a Coffee. I shut that down. I don't know, something went wrong with it for a while and I just forgot all about it. I haven't been including it in my videos, but I will start again and I'll have these shirts in there and it's sticker packs and stuff like that. Time to come. But yeah. Hey, what's up, people? How's it going? I hope all's well. I hope you can hear me and everything. Let me show you guys how I do these t-shirts. It's, a lot of you think that they're silk screens or something, and here I go again. They got me so often I gotta explain this, but I'll just do it real quick. We use a fabric painter. First thing I do is here. Center the neck. There's a canvas I found. I found this thing out in my hallway one day. And I think someone gave it to me. Left it near my door. You know, I've lived in this neighborhood my whole life. A lot of people know me. But I use it. I was going to paint over it and do something else on it, but I use it as a backboard for shirts. A lot of you guys ask me about these shirts, and they are Gildan. This one happens to be a 3X, and it's heavy duty cotton, adult t-shirt. Heavy duty cotton, classic fit for loose comfort. All right. Made with respect to the environment. So I guess they said cotton twice. I guess that means it's made from cotton. You know, sometimes they're not all like 100% cotton. This one's kind of a loose fit on here. So I'm gonna have to tie some rope around it. Great. And this one here's a smaller shirt. I don't need all the rope. I like to aim about an inch up from the armpit. Yeah. Oh yeah, got my basics. This is a white fabric paint, and then I go over it later. Then I go over it with the glow in the dark. Imagine, achoo! See what I did? I just lined the path of it. I'm gonna do that one too. You'll see me better on that one. Probably go like that. You just my hands itching. Uh, I forget that. It's my poor brother calling me from prison. Like my brother's in prison. But he'll speak to me later. Yeah, I was just thinking I should be doing this live. I should just go live with you guys instead of doing it this way. Maybe I'll do that instead of doing it on this one. Funny, imagine like he gets out. Hey, it was just 2039. He watches this video and he knows he's been calling me. Busy. I wasn't home, you know. Took 30 years for that. I love my brother, man, but you know, I'm doing this. So. Now, I let this one sit, dry, and then I go back over it again. You know, fix it up a little with a thinner brush. See, I have this one, so I tighten it up, you know, where it looks a little scruffy. But I like what just looks raw, because like these shirts, the more you wash these things, the better they look. And to be truthful with you, yeah. I've had one now. I was gonna wear it for the episode, but not till right now. 4 years now. I wash that thing, wear it at least once a month, you know, sometimes a couple of times. I've been washed a lot. It looks cool, but it still holds up and everything. I'm probably gonna pull it, but I'm gonna turn this thing off eventually to go to the next step. Like when I put the glow in the dark paint on it, I normally wait a couple of hours. So of course I'm not gonna be videoing for a couple of hours. So I'll turn this off and then I'll turn it back on when I'm about to do the glow in the dark part. So what I'm trying to do is get this actually facing you guys. That's the first coat on that one. Right now, this one should be somewhat drier. Now I switch over from the fat brush, skinnier brush, put a little spit in it. And this is each shirt I do this to. Actually, you have to be in that. Yeah, I'm recording. Be careful, that shirt might be wet. Say hi to the peeps. Hey, Pete. I sit, let this dry, and then I go over it with the glow in the dark. I let it dry for like tomorrow type shit. So when I video, it'll probably be like the next day or probably tonight. Right now it's 6:05 in the evening, Saturday, 31st. Let's see what better like that. Huh? Why I like these? They look like the mean streaks that I do on the backs of the truck. Down like this, I can tighten it. Nobody has a feel. No, just to get a precise line, I gotta be like this. So, second. See that? See. Let that dry a couple of hours. So you'll see me in a few seconds. But I gotta wait a couple of hours let it dry. But I'm gonna keep doing these, just like this. I'm gonna have about 7 or 8 of them all lined up, and then I'll throw the gloss on them. I'm 10. I think I got so probably 10 minus 2, so got like 8 more to go. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna put the glow stuff on. This is like a clear, milky colored stuff. I squirt it in here. This is a spray paint cap, just so it's easier to get. It's kind of clear but milky. Looks like skim of milk, like sperm. You my son and I playing the guitar, and he's using the amplifier. Chance, Free Chance gave him that amplifier. That's pretty much it. That one. Of course, this one's thicker RD. You can take a couple more coats. How's that?